Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, today I want to speak to you about a powerful principle that has the potential to shape your destiny, transform your future, and unlock the greatness that lies within you. It is a principle that is at the heart of every success story, every breakthrough, and every moment of triumph. That principle is this: never give up. Life is not a straight path. It's filled with valleys and mountains, challenges and obstacles. At some point, all of us will face trials that seem insurmountable, moments when we feel as though the weight of the world is pressing down on us and our dreams are too distant to reach. But let me remind you today, the only way you will fail is if you give up. The moment you stop fighting is the moment defeat becomes certain. I want you to understand something. You were created for greatness, Doc. You were not designed to live in mediocrity. You were made with purpose, with a destiny that is far greater than the struggles you face right now. Every challenge you encounter is not a signal to quit. It's a reminder that you are on the verge of something greater. Obstacles are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones on the journey to your destiny. The journey to greatness is never easy. The path is filled with difficulties. But remember, difficulty is the evidence that you are being prepared for something extraordinary. Just as a diamond is formed under pressure, your character and your purpose are refined through adversity. Don't resent the struggle, embrace it. The struggle is shaping you into the person you are destined to become. Never forget this: you have the power to overcome. Inside of you is a divine seed of potential that cannot be destroyed. No matter how many times you fall, no matter how many times you feel discouraged, you have within you the ability to rise again. The only thing that stands between you and your success is your willingness to get back up when life knocks you down. I want you to repeat after me: I will not give up. Say it again: I will not give up. You must make that decision every day. The decision to keep moving forward, even when the road is tough, even when the winds of doubt and fear try to knock you down. You have within you a power that is greater than the circumstances you face. You are not a victim of your environment. You are a victor over it. Remember this: your dreams are not a matter of chance, but of choice. That your destiny is not determined by the circumstances you find yourself in, but by the decisions you make. The decision to never give up is the decision to keep pursuing your purpose, even when it seems far off, Doc. So today I challenge you: when the storms come, don't run from them. When the battles intensify, don't retreat. When fear whispers in your ear telling you that you're not enough, don't listen. Stand firm. Don't never give up, Doc. Your future is waiting for you, but it is not passive. It is calling you to rise. It is calling you to take action. And if you commit to the journey, if you refuse to back down, if you stay faithful to your purpose, I promise you, the victory is already yours, Doc. You have greatness in you. Don't let the world convince you otherwise. Keep moving forward. Keep pressing on. Never give up, Doc. You were created for greatness. This is not merely a motivational statement, but a profound truth that speaks to the very core of your existence. You are not an accident. You are not a product of chance or random evolution. From the moment you were conceived, there was a specific purpose and plan for your life. This purpose is uniquely yours, and it is tied to the greatness that lies within you. To understand this truth deeply is to understand the very nature of who you are, why you are here, and how your life is designed to make a difference in the world. When we talk about greatness, it's important to clarify what we mean. Greatness is not necessarily fame, fortune, or worldly success as the world often defines it. True greatness transcends superficial measures. It is the ability to impact lives, to leave a legacy that endures, and to fulfill the potential that has been placed inside you. Greatness is rooted in purpose, and purpose in turn is birthed from the very design of your being. Consider this for a moment: the vastness of the universe, the complexity of nature, the intricacy of your own body all point to a designer, a creator who imbued everything with purpose. The stars don't shine without reason, the oceans don't flow aimlessly, and you certainly do not exist by chance. There is a unique design to your life that is far more profound than anything we can fully comprehend. Each person is crafted with a specific destiny in mind. There is something you were meant to accomplish that no one else can do exactly the way you can. Your greatness is not about surpassing others, but about fulfilling the potential that was written into your DNA long before you even took your first breath. From the moment of your birth, your life was filled with opportunities for growth, development, and discovery. Yet greatness doesn't happen by accident. It is the result of intentionality, focus, and the willingness to align your life with the purpose you were created to fulfill. Greatness is not something that is handed to you on a silver platter. It's something that you must pursue, cultivate, and nurture. But in order to do that, you must first understand that you were made for greatness. It is woven into your being, and it is your birthright to walk in it. Many people go through life not fully realizing their potential. They may struggle with feelings of inadequacy, fear, or self-doubt. They might compare themselves to others and wonder why they seem to fall short. But I want to remind you that your greatness is not defined by the standards of others. It's not about being the best in someone else's eyes. It's about recognizing the value that you bring to the table, the impact you are capable of making, and the purpose you are meant to fulfill. You must learn to see yourself through the eyes of the Creator who made you fearfully and wonderfully, and who placed in you everything you need to walk in greatness. Every person is given a seed of greatness within them. It is like a treasure hidden inside, waiting to be discovered, nurtured, and cultivated. This seed is often planted deep within the heart, sometimes covered by layers of fear, doubt, and life's disappointments. But it's there. And as you go through life, as you face challenges, as you overcome setbacks, this seed of greatness begins to grow. It expands, it takes root, and it becomes evident to everyone around you. You are not merely a product of your environment. You are the result of a divine design. Your circumstances may change, your surroundings may shift, but the greatness within you remains unshakable. Think about the most successful individuals in history. Whether in the realm of science, art, leadership, or innovation, those who have made a lasting impact were often ordinary people who discovered their purpose and pursued it relentlessly. They faced opposition, doubt, and struggles, yet they knew deep within themselves that they were meant for something greater. And in the process, they transformed not just their own lives, but the world around them. Their greatness wasn't about accolades or applause. It was about fulfilling their purpose in a way that changed the course of history. And you too have this capacity within you. The challenge for many of us is understanding what that greatness looks like. We are often told what success should look like based on societal standards, money, status, achievements, possessions. But greatness is far deeper than these external markers. True greatness is not about accumulating things. It is about being faithful to the gift that has been entrusted to you. It's about recognizing your unique contribution to the world and working tirelessly to fulfill it. It's about leaving a legacy of impact that lasts far beyond your lifetime. Emotional well-being is influenced by the support and connection provided by those around us. For example, close, loving relationships, such as those with family members, romantic partners, and close friends, can offer a sense of belonging and security. They help individuals navigate the ups and downs of life, providing a safety net during difficult times. Emotional support from these relationships can buffer the effects of stress, reduce feelings of loneliness, and even improve overall mental health. Research consistently shows that strong social bonds are associated with lower rates of depression, anxiety, and other psychological disorders. On the flip side, relationships can also become sources of emotional distress. Conflict, misunderstandings, and unresolved issues can create ongoing stress and anxiety. For instance, a toxic relationship, whether with a family member, friend, or partner, can have a profound impact on one's mental and emotional state. Verbal abuse, manipulation, and emotional neglect are common features of unhealthy relationships, and they can lead to a diminished sense of self-worth and emotional exhaustion. The emotional scars left by such relationships can persist long after the relationship ends, affecting an individual's ability to trust others or form new, healthy bonds. The impact of relationships is also strongly connected to personal development. Healthy relationships provide opportunities for growth and self-discovery. They can challenge individuals to see the world from different perspectives, encourage them to step out of their comfort zones, and help them develop new skills and coping mechanisms. A supportive partner, for example, can help an individual explore their passions, pursue career goals, or work through difficult emotions in constructive ways. Friends who encourage personal growth provide motivation and feedback that can lead to greater self-awareness and improvement. Conversely, some relationships can stifle personal growth. If an individual is in a relationship where they feel restricted, unsupported, or controlled, their ability to develop and pursue personal goals may be hindered. In relationships where one person dominates the other, the power imbalance can lead to the erosion of self-confidence and independence. Over time, individuals may lose sight of their own desires, becoming overly reliant on the opinions or needs of others. In such cases, the relationship can have a regressive rather than a developmental impact, leaving individuals feeling stuck or unfulfilled. The impact of relationships extends beyond emotional and personal development to affect physical health as well. The connections we form with others can influence our physical well-being in both positive and negative ways. Studies have shown that individuals with strong social support networks are more likely to live longer, healthier lives. Social support can encourage healthier lifestyle choices such as exercise, good nutrition, and proper sleep, and can provide motivation to seek medical care when needed. Furthermore, positive social interactions can help reduce the levels of stress hormones in the body, leading to lower blood pressure and improved immune function. On the other hand, strained or toxic relationships can contribute to a decline in physical health. Chronic stress resulting from relational conflicts can have negative effects on the cardiovascular system, increase the risk of chronic illness, and even shorten lifespan. For instance, individuals who are in abusive relationships or those who experience social isolation are more likely to suffer from high blood pressure, weakened immune systems, and other physical ailments. The emotional toll of negative relationships can manifest in physical symptoms such as fatigue, headaches, or digestive problems. Long-term exposure to relational stress can also lead to sleep disturbances, which further impact physical health. Another important consideration in evaluating relationships is their influence on our social lives and broader community connections. The relationships shape the way we engage with the world around us, and the people we surround ourselves with often determine the quality and extent of our social networks. Positive relationships foster a sense of connection to others and encourage pro-social behaviors such as empathy, cooperation, and helping those in need. For example, when individuals have strong friendships and close family ties, they are more likely to participate in community activities, volunteer work, and social causes, contributing to the well-being of society as a whole. In contrast, toxic relationships can have a more divisive impact. When relationships are characterized by mistrust, hostility, or negativity, they can lead to social withdrawal and isolation. Individuals who are in dysfunctional relationships may withdraw from social activities or become alienated from their communities. This isolation can perpetuate feelings of loneliness and decrease opportunities for positive social engagement. In extreme cases, people who experience ongoing relational dysfunction may develop antisocial behaviors or attitudes, distancing themselves from others and creating further barriers to social connection. Workplace relationships provide another area where the impact of relationships can be felt. Professional environments often involve complex interpersonal dynamics, and the quality of these relationships can significantly affect job satisfaction, performance, and overall career success. Supportive colleagues and supervisors can foster an atmosphere of collaboration, motivation, and trust. When people feel valued and respected at work, they are more likely to be productive, creative, and satisfied with their roles. Positive workplace relationships also contribute to a culture of mutual respect, where employees feel comfortable sharing ideas and providing feedback. Conversely, toxic work relationships, such as those characterized by bullying, favoritism, or micromanagement, can create a hostile and demoralizing environment. The stress and frustration caused by negative relationships at work can reduce job satisfaction and even lead to burnout. In such environments, employees may feel disengaged or undervalued, and productivity may suffer as a result. Additionally, poor relationships in the workplace can spill over into personal life, affecting mental health, stress levels, and overall well-being. This highlights how relational dynamics at work can have a far-reaching effect on an individual's life. In romantic relationships, the impact is perhaps most profound because of the level of intimacy and emotional investment involved. A healthy romantic relationship can provide companionship, love, and mutual support. Romantic partners often play a central role in each other's lives, helping each other navigate personal challenges and achieve shared goals. The closeness and deep emotional connection in romantic relationships can enhance an individual's sense of purpose and happiness. Research suggests that couples who are emotionally supportive and communicative tend to have stronger, longer-lasting relationships and greater overall life satisfaction. However, romantic relationships can also have significant negative impacts, particularly when they are marked by dysfunction or abuse. In unhealthy romantic relationships, individuals may experience feelings of jealousy, control, or betrayal. These dynamics can be emotionally devastating and can cause lasting harm to self-esteem and mental health. The ending of a romantic relationship can also be an incredibly painful process, particularly if there are unresolved issues or if the relationship ends on bad terms. Breakups, especially those involving unfaithfulness or significant emotional hurt, can lead to depression, anxiety, and a long road to emotional recovery. Family relationships are another area where the impact of relationships is particularly pronounced. Family can be a source of love, care, and support, but it can also be a source of stress and conflict. Healthy family dynamics can provide individuals with a strong foundation, teaching values, nurturing growth, and offering unconditional support during difficult times. On the other hand, dysfunctional family relationships can lead to long-term psychological issues, such as feelings of inadequacy, insecurity, or resentment. Issues like parental neglect, sibling rivalry, or unresolved family conflicts can have lasting emotional effects on children and adults alike. Family ties can be complex and multifaceted, with both positive and negative influences shaping a person's sense of self and their broader view of the world. In conclusion, the impact of relationships on individuals is multifaceted, encompassing emotional, physical, and social dimensions. Healthy relationships can enhance well-being, support personal growth, and improve overall life satisfaction. In contrast, toxic or dysfunctional relationships can lead to emotional distress, physical health problems, and social isolation. Understanding the power of relationships in shaping individual lives helps us appreciate the profound impact they have, both in terms of their potential for positive transformation and the risk they pose when they become sources of harm. Ultimately, the relationships we cultivate can shape our lives in ways that are either enriching or destructive, underscoring the importance of fostering healthy, supportive connections and recognizing when a relationship has become damaging. Relationships are central to the human experience, shaping who we are, how we interact with the world, and how we grow as individuals. When evaluating relationships, one of the most meaningful ways to assess their significance is by considering the impact they have on our well-being, personal growth, and life satisfaction. The effects of relationships can be profound, shaping our emotional, mental, and physical states, and can either promote or hinder our development as individuals. To evaluate relationships based on their impact, we need to delve into how they influence various aspects of our lives, such as our sense of self-worth, emotional stability, happiness, and long-term goals. At the core of this evaluation lies an understanding that relationships are not static, they evolve. And their effects can vary depending on how they are nurtured, challenged, or left unchecked. One of the most immediate areas where relationships leave their mark is on emotional well-being. Humans are inherently social creatures, and our emotional health is closely tied to the quality of our interpersonal connections. Positive relationships, whether with family, friends, or romantic partners, are a source of support, comfort, and joy. These relationships act as pillars of emotional security, offering validation, love, and understanding in times of struggle. The emotional impact of a supportive relationship can be seen in how individuals navigate stress and adversity. For instance, individuals in stable and fulfilling relationships are more likely to have a strong sense of resilience, equipped with the emotional tools to cope with life's challenges. Conversely, toxic or unhealthy relationships can have a detrimental impact on emotional well-being. A relationship characterized by manipulation, control, dishonesty, or neglect can lead to anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self-worth. Constant criticism, lack of appreciation, or emotional abuse erode an individual's self-esteem over time, creating a cycle of insecurity that may extend into other areas of life. Such relationships can instill feelings of hopelessness, leaving people drained, isolated, or incapable of forming healthy connections with others in the future. The impact of relationships on mental health is profound, as they can influence how we think about ourselves and the world around us. Positive relationships encourage growth, self-reflection, and the development of healthy coping strategies. They create a safe space where individuals can explore their thoughts and feelings, challenge their assumptions, and develop a greater sense of self-awareness. Healthy relationships encourage individuals to be their authentic selves, free from the fear of judgment or rejection. In contrast, relationships that are restrictive or dismissive can limit personal growth, suppressing individuality and stunting intellectual or emotional development. When evaluating the impact of a relationship on mental health, it's crucial to consider the way the relationship fosters or inhibits communication. Open, honest, and empathetic communication is fundamental to the health of any relationship. The ability to share thoughts and feelings freely with others, to feel heard and understood, has a significant impact on one's mental well-being. Relationships that prioritize communication tend to be more harmonious, as they help resolve conflicts constructively and foster understanding. However, in relationships where communication is poor or worse, toxic individuals often feel misunderstood, unheard, or invalidated. Over time, this can lead to feelings of frustration, alienation, or helplessness, further deteriorating mental health. Another critical area of impact is the way relationships influence personal growth and self-development. Positive relationships encourage individuals to reach their full potential by providing support, feedback, and encouragement. Friends, family members, and partners who believe in each other's abilities help foster an environment where people feel empowered to take risks, set goals, and pursue their dreams. The emotional safety provided by these relationships allows individuals to experiment with different aspects of their identities and skills, helping them learn new things about themselves and expand their horizons. For example, in a romantic partnership, the way both individuals support each other's goals and dreams can play a significant role in shaping their careers or personal aspirations. A partner who listens, offers constructive feedback, and celebrates achievements fosters an environment of mutual respect and shared growth. Similarly, friendships that emphasize personal development, where both individuals challenge each other to improve and grow, often lead to more fulfilling and enriching experiences. In such relationships, both parties gain a sense of purpose and motivation, which can lead to greater satisfaction in various aspects of life. On the flip side, relationships that hinder growth tend to do so through criticism, neglect, or control. In such relationships, individuals may feel confined, unable to pursue their goals, or reluctant to take risks. A partner who discourages personal achievements or a friend who dismisses aspirations creates a limiting environment that stifles potential. Over time, individuals in these relationships may begin to question their abilities and lose confidence in their own talents and capabilities. They may feel trapped in a cycle of dependence or complacency, unable to break free from the limitations imposed by others. In addition to emotional and mental well-being, relationships also influence physical health, often in ways that are less immediately obvious but still profoundly significant. A wealth of research has shown that people in healthy relationships tend to experience better physical health outcomes. Social support, for example, has been linked to lower rates of cardiovascular disease, reduced stress levels, and stronger immune systems. Positive relationships foster a sense of belonging, which contributes to overall well-being, leading to healthier lifestyle choices such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and good sleep hygiene. On the other hand, the negative effects of toxic relationships can manifest in physical health problems. Chronic stress, anxiety, and emotional turmoil caused by conflict or abuse in relationships can contribute to a wide range of physical issues, including headaches, gastrointestinal problems, and sleep disorders. In extreme cases, the physical toll of a toxic relationship can lead to long-term health problems, such as hypertension or heart disease. The physical impact of negative relationships can be subtle at first, but over time, the cumulative stress can take a heavy toll on the body, affecting not just the individual, but also their ability to function in daily life. Long-term relationships, particularly those that span many years or involve significant life events, can also affect an individual's broader life trajectory. Relationships that offer stability and partnership have the potential to contribute positively to one's career, financial security, and life satisfaction. For instance, a supportive partnership can provide the encouragement and resources needed to navigate life transitions, such as moving to a new city, starting a family, or changing careers. In this way, relationships serve as both emotional and practical sources of strength. providing a foundation on which individuals can build their lives. On the other hand, relationships that drain emotional resources or create conflict can hinder progress in other areas of life. A person in a relationship where they feel unsupported, unappreciated, or constantly undermined may struggle to focus on their career, educational goals, or personal ambitions. The energy required to maintain a difficult relationship can leave little room for personal growth or achievement, leading to feelings of frustration, stagnation, or regret. In such cases, individuals may feel torn between the demands of the relationship and their own personal goals, making it harder to make meaningful strides in life. When evaluating relationships based on their impact, it's essential to also consider the broader social context in which these relationships exist. Society plays a significant role in shaping how relationships are experienced and understood. Cultural norms, societal expectations, and social networks can all influence the way relationships develop and the ways in which individuals feel supported or isolated. In some cases, external pressures such as societal expectations about gender roles, career paths, or family dynamics can create additional stress or strain on relationships, making it harder for individuals to prioritize their own well-being and growth. However, it is also important to acknowledge the role of individual agency in shaping the impact of relationships. Each person has the ability to contribute to the quality and direction of their relationships, either by fostering open communication, setting boundaries, or actively investing in emotional support. The ways in which individuals engage with their relationships, whether through empathy, understanding, and compromise, or through selfishness, neglect, or manipulation, play a crucial role in determining the overall impact of those relationships on their lives. Ultimately, relationships are not inherently positive or negative. Their impact depends on the dynamics at play and how they evolve over time. Some relationships may start out with great promise but become toxic or harmful, while others may develop slowly into powerful, supportive connections that enhance every aspect of life. The key to evaluating relationships lies in understanding their influence on one's emotional, mental, and physical well-being, and recognizing when a relationship is nurturing growth and when it is stifling it. By fostering awareness and being proactive in nurturing healthy relationships, individuals can create an environment where they are more likely to thrive emotionally, mentally, and physically. In life, there are moments when the weight of the world seems to press down on us, when the road ahead appears long and fraught with challenges, and when the only impulse is to stop, to give up, to retreat into the comfort of what we already know. These moments, though painful, are universal, and how we choose to respond to them can define the course of our lives. There is a simple but profound truth that can guide us through these times: stand firm and keep moving forward. This mantra is not merely a call to endure, it is an invitation to grow, to learn, and to transform in ways that we cannot always foresee. To stand firm is to be resolute, to remain grounded in our principles and values, while keeping forward is an act of courage that transcends the circumstances around us. Together, they form a powerful approach to life that fosters resilience and hope in the face of adversity. When we face hardship, it often feels as though the natural response is to step back, to shrink, to protect ourselves from further harm. In these moments, it can be easy to forget that growth often comes from discomfort and struggle. If we are to keep moving forward, we must learn to embrace the challenge, to lean into the discomfort rather than run from it. The decision to stand firm is not about remaining static or stubbornly resisting change. It is about choosing to face the difficulties ahead with a sense of strength and determination. It means finding a solid foundation within ourselves that can anchor us when the storm rages around us. This foundation is often forged through the experiences we have faced in the past, the lessons we have learned, and the resilience we have built through our struggles. At the heart of standing firm is the recognition that challenges are an inevitable part of life. No matter how carefully we plan or how hard we work, there will always be moments when things don't go according to plan. The person who stands firm doesn't have to be the strongest or the most invulnerable. They simply have to be the one who refuses to allow external circumstances to dictate their internal state. They understand that they are not defined by their failures, nor are they constrained by their limitations. Instead, they are defined by their ability to rise each time they fall, to keep moving forward with purpose even when the path is unclear. This act of standing firm requires a deep commitment to one's own values and a sense of self that cannot be easily shaken by the unpredictable forces around us. To keep moving forward is equally important, and it requires an understanding that motion, no matter how slow, is progress. Even when we can't see immediate results or feel like we're not getting anywhere, the act of continuing to move is a victory in itself. Progress isn't always linear, and setbacks don't mean failure. When life presents obstacles, it can be tempting to believe that we've reached a dead end or that our efforts have been in vain. But if we persist, we will often find that the simple act of taking the next step, no matter how small, opens up new possibilities. Movement in its many forms, whether physical, mental, or emotional, carries us through the tough times and allows us to transcend the limitations we impose upon ourselves. It is only through the act of keeping forward that we begin to see opportunities that we couldn't have imagined from a place of stagnation. There is also something deeply powerful about forward motion in the face of fear. Fear is a natural and often paralyzing response to uncertainty. And when we face a difficult situation, fear can convince us to stop moving altogether. However, standing firm in the face of fear and continuing to move forward is what separates those who thrive from those who are stuck. The key is not to avoid fear, but to learn how to engage with it. Fear, when acknowledged and confronted with courage, loses its power. Standing firm does not mean suppressing fear, but it does mean choosing not to allow it to control your decisions. It means taking action despite the discomfort, uncertainty, and risk. By doing so, we discover that the very thing we were most afraid of often turns out to be less threatening than we thought. In order to walk in greatness, you must first understand that it's not about striving for perfection. Perfection is an illusion. No one can be perfect in every way, but greatness comes from embracing your imperfections and using them as stepping stones to growth. Every flaw, every setback, and every failure is an opportunity to learn and improve. Greatness is not defined by how many times you succeed, but by how many times you rise after falling. The most successful people are not those who never fail. They are the ones who refuse to give up when they do fail. Many people are afraid of failure. They fear that if they fall short or make mistakes, they will never achieve greatness. But the truth is, failure is often the precursor to success. It is through failure that you discover your true capacity for resilience and perseverance. It is through the struggles that you build the character necessary to handle the weight of greatness when it comes. Think of it like refining gold. The gold doesn't become pure until it has gone through intense heat, removing the impurities. Similarly, your greatness is forged through trials, challenges, and even mistakes. These are the moments that refine your purpose and bring you closer to the person you were always meant to be. Another key aspect of realizing your greatness is understanding the power of vision. Vision is the ability to see beyond what is in front of you. It is the ability to perceive what others cannot yet see. And it is what propels you forward even when the journey seems long or unclear. Vision allows you to connect with your future self, to see the potential of who you can become and what you can achieve. It's the compass that guides you through the storms of life, reminding you that your destination is worth the struggle. Without vision, it's easy to become distracted by the obstacles in your path. But with vision, you stay focused on the bigger picture. And that vision is a key to unlocking your greatness. But vision alone is not enough. You must also take action. Vision without action is merely a dream. To realize the greatness inside you, you must be willing to take the necessary steps, make the sacrifices, and put in the work. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to your purpose, to take one step closer to the fulfillment of the greatness that lies within you. It's about making progress, no matter how small, and refusing to allow setbacks or failures to define your journey. The path to greatness is not always easy, but it is always worth it. You were created for something special. Your life has purpose, and that purpose is tied to the greatness that resides within you. Don't let anyone or anything convince you otherwise. Don't let the world's standards dictate your worth or your potential. You are not meant to be ordinary. You are destined for greatness, and that greatness will be revealed as you align yourself with the purpose for which you were created. It's time to embrace your potential and begin walking in the greatness that is already inside of you. You were made for it. Difficulty is preparation. When we encounter difficulty in life, it often feels like an insurmountable obstacle, something that stands in our way and hinders our progress. It's easy to see difficulty as something that simply needs to be overcome or avoided. Yet, beneath the surface, difficulty can be viewed as preparation, a vital force that shapes us, refines us, and makes us capable of greater achievements. Difficulty is not an accidental or random occurrence in our lives, but a crucial step in the process of personal growth, skill acquisition, and mastery of any craft. It is through facing difficulty that we prepare ourselves for the future challenges and opportunities that life presents. To understand how difficulty serves as preparation, it is useful to first consider what preparation means. Preparation is the act of getting ready, of equipping oneself with the necessary tools, knowledge, and skills to face what lies ahead. In this sense, difficulty is a form of preparation, a way to toughen us up, teach us patience, build resilience, and develop problem-solving abilities. When we are met with difficulty, it often forces us to dig deeper, to think more critically, and to explore new avenues for growth. It is through this struggle that we acquire the experience that becomes invaluable when similar challenges arise again. One of the first ways that difficulty serves as preparation is by teaching us perseverance. Life's difficulties often seem relentless, and it is easy to feel discouraged when things do not go according to plan. Yet the very act of pushing through difficulty strengthens our resolve. With each challenge we face, we become more adept at managing setbacks, dealing with frustrations, and continuing on in the face of adversity. This perseverance becomes a tool that we can use not just to survive, but to thrive in situations where others might give up. People who have faced difficulty in their lives often develop a mental toughness that allows them to weather future storms with a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that they have survived harder times before. Another important aspect of difficulty as preparation is that it owns our problem-solving abilities. The process of confronting and overcoming challenges forces us to think outside the box, to develop strategies, and to find creative solutions. Life rarely offers us a straightforward path to success, and difficulty is often the greatest teacher in terms of helping us figure out how to navigate obstacles. For example, an athlete training for a competition may face numerous difficulties such as physical exhaustion, injury, or failure to meet certain performance goals. Each of these challenges teaches the athlete something new about their body, their mindset, and the strategies they use to improve. These lessons become essential to their future successes as the athlete learns not only how to overcome obstacles, but also how to anticipate and adjust to new challenges that may arise. The difficulty also prepares us by building our character. When we face difficult situations, our true nature often emerges. We are forced to confront our weaknesses, our fears, and our limitations, and it is in these moments that we have the opportunity to grow. Difficulties often push us to become more disciplined, more focused, and more empathetic. We may learn to let go of certain habits or attitudes that were holding us back, or to cultivate new ones that are more in line with our long-term goals. In this sense, difficulty is not only an external challenge, but an internal one as well, pushing us to evolve into better versions of ourselves. The way we respond to difficulty often defines who we become. Those who respond with grace and determination are often the ones who emerge stronger and more capable, while those who give up or allow difficulty to defeat them may miss the opportunity for personal growth. Furthermore, difficulty teaches us the value of delayed gratification. In a world that is increasingly focused on instant results, we are often conditioned to expect quick fixes and immediate rewards. However, overcoming difficulty usually requires time, effort, and persistence. Whether we are learning a new skill, pursuing a long-term project, or simply working through a tough period in our lives, we often have to endure discomfort and uncertainty before we see the results we desire. This delayed gratification is a powerful lesson that difficulty imparts, as it forces us to develop patience, to trust in the process, and to remain committed to our goals even when progress seems slow. Those who are able to persist through difficult times without seeking immediate rewards often find themselves in a much stronger position in the long run, having developed the endurance and resilience needed to achieve their objectives. The idea that difficulty is preparation can also be seen in the context of skill development. Mastery of any craft requires repeated practice and the ability to learn from mistakes. Whether it is learning to play a musical instrument, mastering a foreign language, or becoming an expert in a professional field, difficulty is an inevitable part of the journey. We make mistakes, we encounter challenges, and we experience frustration along the way. But each of these difficulties is an opportunity for growth, an invitation to refine our abilities and deepen our understanding. Just as a blacksmith forges steel by exposing it to heat and pressure, so too do we sharpen our skills by subjecting ourselves to difficult tasks and situations. Without difficulty, we would not be able to develop the expertise required to succeed at a high level. In addition to developing individual skills, difficulty can also enhance our ability to work with others. Many of life's challenges are not faced alone, and working through difficulties often requires collaboration, communication, and empathy. When we encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable, it is often the support of others that helps us push through. Whether in the context of a team project, a family crisis, or a community effort, difficulty has a way of uniting people and fostering stronger bonds. Through shared experiences of hardship, we learn how to support one another, how to listen, and how to combine our strengths to overcome challenges. The ability to work together in difficult situations is a skill that is invaluable in both personal and professional settings, and it is often developed in the crucible of adversity. Difficulty also has a way of making us more adaptable. The nature of life is that things rarely go as planned. Unexpected challenges arise and circumstances change without warning. Difficulty teaches us how to pivot, to adjust our expectations, and to find new ways forward when things do not go as anticipated. Those who are able to navigate difficulty with flexibility and a willingness to learn are often the ones who thrive in uncertain environments. In a world that is increasingly fast-paced and unpredictable, adaptability has become one of the most important traits for success. Difficulty is one of the best teachers of adaptability, as it forces us to embrace change, to experiment with new solutions, and to remain open to new possibilities. When we look at difficulty from this perspective, we begin to see it as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. It is through difficulty that we prepare for the next phase of our lives, whether that involves advancing in our careers, achieving personal goals, or simply becoming more capable, well-rounded individuals. By reframing difficulty as preparation, we begin to approach challenges with a sense of purpose, knowing that every difficulty we face is an essential step on the path to growth. While it may not always be easy or comfortable, difficulty is one of the most powerful forces for transformation in our lives. It is through facing and overcoming difficulty that we build the strength, resilience, and wisdom that equip us for the future. Each challenge, no matter how daunting, becomes a stepping stone toward the person we are meant to become. Relationships are foundational to human experience, and their impact extends far beyond the immediate, often shaping our personal development, well-being, and the way we interact with the world. They can bring joy, support, and purpose, but they can also lead to distress, insecurity, and profound challenges. In evaluating the impact of relationships, it's important to consider both the positive and negative aspects that different types of relationships have, not only on the individuals involved, but also on the broader social and emotional context. One of the most significant ways relationships impact individuals is through emotional well-being.